Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Just wanted to make this video and share something with y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know, this video is addressed to anyone who is on the verge of deciding whether to freeform or not, but has certain fears about freeforming. Or whoever started their locks fresh, you know what I'm saying, just freshly started and used locticians, but are not sure of if they did the right thing or not. Well, let me tell you this. There are lots of fear that people have, you know, about freeforming. You know what I'm saying? There are lots of reasons why they think they can't freeform. But many of these reasons just don't make any sense. And that's what I wanted to talk about, because I believe that there are lots of things people are misguided on, misinformed, or just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to address a few of these reasons I believe don't make any sense. So if you identify with any or all of those reasons, I hope you reconsider why you're not freeforming. You know what I'm saying? There are five of them. There are 5 reasons I came up with that are just really terrible reasons not to freeform. And I put them in order for you, and that's what I want to talk about. Reason number 5, freeforming takes too long. Well, I don't believe that. I don't think freeforming takes too long, because as soon as you make that decision, that's it. You make the decision to freeform, all you have to do is wait for your hair to grow. Just like the other person would. The other person is also going to have to wait for their hair to grow, correct? So you've made that decision, that's it for you. You know what I'm saying? You might just sit there and wait. You might separate from time to time, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? You're already satisfied with your decision. You're good, you know what you're doing. Now you compare that to people who 5, 6, 7 years later, after locking, they still have to go get retwists. You see what I'm saying? You compare that to that, and you tell me which process is easier. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to waiting for your hair to grow, we all have to do it, whether you freeform or not. But when it comes to the process, the methods themselves, which method is, you know, takes less time? Deciding to just not do anything to your hair, or constantly going back every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks and getting them retwisted? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all retwist your hair for years until some of them start popping out of your head. You know what I'm saying? So how dare you claim that freeforming takes longer? It just takes as long as it'll take you to make the decision. So you keep that in mind. If it takes you 2 days, if it takes you a minute, if it takes you a month, that's how long it'll take. That's it. Reason number 4, freeform locks are too thick. I don't want thick locks. Well, you know, not just this is considered freeforming. Okay, this is also freeform locks. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, if you want your locks thinner, just separate them. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you separate your hair, how are they gonna mat up and get this thick? You know what I'm saying? How? You're just gonna have nice, even locks that you want. You know what I'm saying? So don't act like it's not possible for freeformers to have thin locks, because there are plenty of freeformers on YouTube and plenty of popular figures who freeform that have thin locks. So don't use that as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? If that's your excuse, then it's not a good one. Reason number 3. Some people think by freeforming they'll have to change their diet. I don't want to change my diet or my way of life. That's another completely false statement, because your diet is important whether you're freeforming or not. Freeforming is not going to bring you to the realization that you need a good diet. You should already understand that you need a good diet, because whether you freeform or not, don't your hair still grow out of your head? You know what I'm saying? Don't you still have this body to maintain and keep healthy? So feeding it right is important regardless. You know what I'm saying? You know we have a gluttony problem and an obesity problem in this country, and it's killing a lot of our citizens. So why would you neglect what you eat? You know what I'm saying? Why would you not see that a good diet is important, whether you freeform or not? You think freeformers on YouTube came to the realization that a good diet is important by freeforming? I don't think so. I don't. It's just something that's understood. It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Feed yourself right. It's important. Reason number 2, I want clean locks, and freeform locks are not clean. Let me tell you something. Speaking about cleaning, I know plenty of locticians, if not most locticians, who tell their customers on their first twist to not wash for 3 months. I don't know if you've experienced it. If you've used locticians before, I don't know if you've experienced it. But I know locticians who tell their customers not to wash for 3 months. Now you mean to tell me after dumping all these chemicals in your hair and your scalp and letting them sit in and take effect for 3 months, you have cleaner locks than me? You know, like, I mean, that just doesn't make any logical sense. How can you possibly have cleaner locks than me when I've only used prickly pears, rosemary, aloe vera, and water in my hair, and you've been using God knows what? And not only that, to take out God knows what, you use shampoos full of more chemicals, more unknown chemicals. So I mean, come on, it just doesn't make any logical sense to think that anyone's locks are cleaner than freeform locks. You know what I'm saying? So that's number 2. And the biggest reason, which goes along with reason number 2, the biggest reason, the number 1 reason is neglect. I don't want to freeform because they have to neglect their hair. That's completely false, and that's even insulting, I'm pretty sure, to most freeformers, because we don't neglect our hair. Go around YouTube, look at all these kings and queens who freeform, and you name one who neglects their crown. Name one who doesn't value their crown. We go through meticulous and extensive measures to find the best and most abundant things for our hair. You know what I'm saying? So how dare you sit here and claim we neglect it? Where did that word come from anyway? Like, I don't even like seeing it in video titles because it's misleading. It makes people think you have to neglect your hair for it to lock by freeform, which you don't. You know what I'm saying? Neglect means something that you intentionally don't pay attention to, although you should. You know what I'm saying? And to me, if you ask me, dumping a bunch of unknown chemicals for months and letting them sit in is way more neglect than you just sitting there and watching your hair lock. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, who's neglecting what? You know, just think about that. You know, I just don't want people to get it twisted. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just want to make that clear. And I hope y'all got what I'm trying to say. I hope it makes sense, and I hope it helps at least one person out there, even if it's just one. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna get out of here. But yeah, y'all have a safe one. I know a lot of you are with family right now. A lot of you are traveling. I hope y'all go safely and return safely. Enjoy your weekend. I'm out. Shalom.